Good morning, Year 5. I hope you're all well. Today is lesson 3 of our series of lessons on area. Today we're going to be calculating the area of a compound rectilinear shape. Up until now we've been calculating the area of shapes such as squares and rectangles. We've learned that the area is the inside of a shape, and we've been looking only at 2D shapes. We've looked at squares and rectangles, and we learned that to calculate the area of those shapes we had to multiply the length by the width. We need at least 2 to calculate that. This is what we call a compound rectilinear shape. The reason it's called compound is as if you had 2 separate shapes and you've squished them together. In this case, if I draw a line just dividing these 2 shapes up, you can clearly see we've got a large square and a small square to make up our compound rectilinear shape. And in fact, in this example here, I've already separated them so you can see. But it doesn't just have to be squares. It could be squares and rectangles mixed together. It could be rectangles all mixed together, all of different shapes and sizes. But it must be a square rectangle. It cannot be another 2D shape. So to calculate the area of this shape, we've split it up, and I would label it A and B. And I'll first of all look at shape A. I already have my measurements. I have no missing measurements. We'll be looking at that in a following lesson. And I know it's 7 centimeters and 7 centimeters. And 7 multiplied by 7 is 49 centimeters. And I know it's squared because I have my units are squared in here. B, it's 2 centimeters multiplied by 2. 2 centimeters multiplied by another 2 centimeters, which equals 4 centimeters squared. And then to get the answer for my total area for my rectilinear shape, I need to bring them back together. So I add up my 2 answers, 49 plus 4, which equals 53 centimeters squared. So that's how you solve an example like this. So here I have another example of another rectilinear shape, compound rectilinear shape. Remember, this is not to scale. This time my measurements are in meters, so the length of my sides is in meters. And I am going to split my shape. Again, I'm going for this one because I've already got 2 measurements on either side, so I don't need to work out a missing measurement. To solve this, I won't split this into 2 separate shapes, but you can see from here we have a rectangle and a smaller rectangle. Remember to work out the area is equal to the length times the width of a shape. So for this one, it's going to be, I'll label it A and B. So for A, it's going to be 12 multiplied by 5. And the answer to that is 60 meters squared. Because remember, it's units squared inside, and the units can change. In this case, we're looking at meters, and for shape B, I've got 2 meters and 7 meters as my, so I'm going to go for 2 multiplied by 7, which equals 14 meters squared. And the answer is, we find by squeezing these 2 back together, so it's going to be 60 plus 14, which equals 74 meters squared. So this is the total area of my compound rectilinear shape. For today, I have some questions for you that you will find on the PowerPoint. You simply click through, answer the question and click again, and then it will reveal the answer on the PowerPoint. There is also a challenge question at the end. There is more than one answer to this one, so it'd be great if you could just draw it down into your books, and you could send me images of what you've done, and I could have a look at it. But like I said, there is more than one possible solution. Best of luck today, guys.